Are you a student of energy profiling? Do you love energy profiling? Has it changed your life, but you're still confused? Carol, what is the difference? You teach that type 1s can have a point of a star and a type 3 can have the movement of an angle in their face. What's the difference? I'm going to clear that all up for you with visuals and help you see the difference so you can use this information correctly to assess your face and other people's. I'm Carol Tuttle. I am the creator of Energy Profiling and Dressing Your Truth. Over 500,000 people around the world have gone through my energy profiling program because it's life-changing. I even read a testimonial on Instagram today from a fan. She said, "You hear me talking about Carol Tuttle and Dressing Your Truth all the time. That's because it changed my life." And that is my goal, to put out the work. My bodies of work are all to help you and support you in changing your life for the better. But you have to use it correctly in order for that to happen. So in the study of energy profiling, I learned that your face is one of the most correct assessment tools in assessing your true type. That's why you will find on here face profiling videos for all 4 types. I'll let you go look at that. And if you've not yet learned what energy profiling is, check out my book. It's Just My Nature. This is the go-to read to learn the whole system so it makes sense and it's useful to you. Then the face profiling videos are going to teach you the mechanics of face profiling. But where people get tripped up a lot once you've now started to study this is, what's the difference between a star point and an angle? Because they teach in type 1 faces, they can have animated shapes. Circles, stars, points of stars, hearts, anything that has an animated quality. I teach in the type 3 face that they can have depth, texture, deep angles, and an asymmetrical movement to their overall face. And then people get confused on, well, is that a star point or is that an angle? So let's look at the difference. First, I want you to just look at my little image here, and I want you to notice something, because this is what you're going to pay attention to in the faces. These are really, little sketches of a star point and an angle and a triangle. So when you look at the points of a star, do you notice how quickly it narrows and goes into a kind of a longer point? The width of the, right here, look how narrow that is. Now I want you to look, thanks, I'm figuring this out as I go. This is much broader. See how much wider that is? The angle. The star point has a real narrow shooting up into the point. This is more wide and more substantial. So this is a sharper point on the type 1. Now why I'm showing you that is because this is going to give you the visual reference now. Okay, here we have 2 type 1 women. Do you see their noses? Okay, it looks like the point of a star. See how it dips down into that quick point? It's like a little star point on their nose. That's where we see this more often, is in noses, a little bit in the eyes, but it's really noses that it shows up. We're going to look at the difference in the physical characteristic of a nose. This is a physical expression. So this is a type 1 star point nose. Okay, next, these are 2 type 3 women with type 3 substantial angular noses. Again, see how they're more substantial, wider when they come to a point. They're sort of a, we call it and for years we tried to find a more sort of honoring reference, but it fits for a type 3. It's sort of a lump of clay's angular nose. When you're dressing your truth, I have a lump of clay nose, meaning my nose is more substantial. It has an asymmetrical quality to it. It's not a true angle, but in these ladies' faces, you can see the type 3 angles in their noses. Now, so you can see the difference let's take a look at a type 1 star point compared to a type 3. These women have a similar look, but you can see the difference in their noses very characteristically that we have on the left side, the type 1 star point and the type 3 angle, much like the difference here. And then here's another example. Again, two women have a similar appearance and look. We have that type 1 star point on the left and the type 3 angular nose on the right, more substantial, more of a lump of clay. And then if we compare them all together on the top, the two top images are our two type 1 star point noses, with the bottom featuring our two type 3 angle features and noses. See the difference in the movement. You also see a difference in their face. There's more of a lightness, brightness quality to our type 1 in their overall expression. Make sure you watch my What is Face Profiling video, because I give you the sort of big picture reference. I teach you in that a one-word descriptive that I refer to for each of the 4 types when it comes to looking at their faces. So that's a really great follow-up video. And in the type 3, we see more deeper lines, deeper movement in the facial lines and textures, more asymmetry going on, a little more intensity going on there. And then as we look at them, let's see, we got one more. I think that's all of them. So there you're seeing the difference in these. Are you seeing it? Share in a comment. Are you seeing the difference? Now, I teach, and that's why it's important that you go watch the What is Face Profiling, that you not pick apart the features and profile. What's the nose? What's the eyes? What's the brow? You take an overall reference to the face to be really, really effective with energy profiling. I teach you how to practice that and how I do it in the videos that we share here online. This is our free content to go into a deeper dive into the experience of facial profiling and really have an opportunity to practice it. That's what we do in our lifestyle content. But the free content, we go over all the basics to get you going and have success with this information. So can you see the difference between a type 1 star point and a type 3 angle? My goal is to give you that variable visually and help you see the difference so you can use this information more effectively. If you're new to Dressing Your Truth and the 4 types, go to dressingyourtruth.com/free offer. It's going to change your life in a phenomenal way and the people that you influence. Thanks for letting me show you that difference. If you have a question, just ask it in a comment. I'm Carol Tuttle, the best-selling author of 7 books, one of the one of the best online teachers, healers of our time. Many, many people tell me that is true because of the results they get in their life. My goal is to help you improve the quality of your life by living your truth and then being able to attract that which supports you in creating an amazing life. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell so I can keep helping you, and share this video. This is a great one to share because there's a lot of people out there having chit chats and conversations about energy profiling. I'll hear from women all the time, and men. The women say, I can spend 3 hours on the phone with my sister talking about this and all the types of our family. Then I'll hear from the men, my wife loves you. She goes on and on. You've changed her life. Thank you. So this will be a fun one to chat about and see the people in your life that have star point noses and those that have more angular noses. Thanks for watching, everyone.